Welcome, welcome. You're on Decrypted with Mike Stone. And today I have some good news for you and some better news. First of all, we're going to get started with Shiba Inu. Now, the ShibArmy, which has fought so hard for so long, I already lost track for how long they've been fighting. I feel like it's been years, but it's probably been more like a few months. And they fought so hard, they trolled everyone they possibly could. If you went to the Twitter page of Robinhood or Kraken, it was nothing but just trolling. When is SHIB going to get listed? When Shiba Inu? You promised Shiba Inu would get listed. Where's Shiba Inu? It just was endlessly going on for months on end. And finally, look at this, guys. That's right. That is right. Shiba Inu has just been listed on Robinhood, along with three other tokens. We have Solana, Polygon Matic, and Compound. All these guys saw some upward movement, but Shiba Inu saw about a 33% upward movement, which is pretty huge in the grand scheme of things. However, back when Shiba Inu was moving like crazy and it had a lot of momentum, global momentum, it was moving at ridiculous percentages, like 1,000% at a time. And, you know, I said back then, if it doesn't get listed on Robinhood, it's probably not going to see these kind of upward moves. And sure enough, it didn't. But 33% is nothing to scoff at. So, yeah, you guys made it. Congratulations. So this is Robinhood's Twitter. We listed Sheeb. What will you comment now? And the comments are all nothing but praise and gratitude and thanks. So Shiba Inu and the ShibArmy, you guys pulled it off. Congratulations to anyone holding Sheeb and the ShibArmy. Now, I want to go into some more news. We had CPI numbers come out, and we had an 8.5% inflation report. So that's the highest since 1981, and basically fuel has gone up to record amounts around the whole country. So it's gas is extremely expensive now. Food has gone up very high. People are having trouble eating out now. It's not that big of a deal, I guess, but still, you're spending. I think I saw a report that said most Americans are going to be spending an average of like $5,800 more on food this year because of the inflation. And we had a problem with Russia, a little minor problem with Russia, and that problem basically has gotten them to cut off all the grain supplies and the grain shipments. And if you know anything, we have relied on most of our grain to come from Russia. And if you also know, most of the foods in grocery stores are grain-based. You know, you got your oatmeals, your cereals, your, pancakes and flours and breads, and majority of food in grocery stores is grain-based. So we're going to see a lot of inflation on food. Meat's gone through the roof already, so it's not that great. However, if you're into crypto, and I assume you are because you're watching this video, then you know that most people are going to be turning to crypto to try to hedge against that inflation. So it's good news for us. The other news is that crypto market this morning decoupled from the stock market. Basically, after the report came in at 8.5% upward move on inflation, resulted in the stock market dropping and crypto market moving up. So what is this telling me? It's telling me that people are moving their money out of traditional stocks and into crypto. So this is great. We've been predicting this for some time now, that crypto was going to be the best hedge. I have too in plenty of my videos, that it was going to be the best hedge against inflation, but it just wasn't doing it. So the reason why that was happening is that the crypto market had become coupled with the stock market, and it was moving in tandem with it. Now, though, we had a decoupling, and hopefully that keeps moving upward that way. I think it will. So unless, by the way, unless the Fed comes out and says we're raising rates to like 2% or something crazy like that at the next meeting. So we're going to look at the Fed monitor tool, and it looks like about 1%. A 1% hike has already been priced in. So 83% of the population out there who trades has already priced in 1% upward move, which is pretty high because we were basically expecting 0.25% moves on every one of those meetings that came up. But now the market's already pricing in a 1% move on May 4th, which is going to be the next meeting. So that's actually terrific news. They're expecting a high rate hike and still purchasing, and everything looks okay. So unless the Fed goes nuts and says we're going to like 2% or 1.5%, which I don't think is going to happen, we're going to be fine. And with that, I want to leave you guys with this last convention that Michael Saylor was at with Cathie Wood. They spoke out there, and he gives some good advice. So let's go ahead and listen to that real quick.
I just think we've made enormous progress. 18 months ago, MicroStrategy bought $250 million of Bitcoin. People thought we were crazy. You know, and everybody said, "Well, you bought it. You're not gonna buy any more. And when are you going to sell it?" You know, and then it promptly traded down, and we were down $50 million, and people were dancing on my grave, gleefully speculating about when the board of directors were going to fire me. And then we finished a Dutch auction, and we bought 175 million more, and I thought, well, I got it 20% cheaper. Why wouldn't I? And then people thought, well, you're going to stop. And then we didn't stop. And then Square, now Block, bought Bitcoin. And then Tesla bought Bitcoin. And we bought more Bitcoin. We're up to 6 billion Bitcoin. By the way, if you want to turn 250 million into 6 billion, buy Bitcoin. Don't buy gold. If I bought gold, I would have had $250 million worth of gold instead of $6 billion worth of Bitcoin. So when I say it's a lever and it's a ladder, I mean, yes, it's a ladder. So now at the end of, right about...
So everyone listening to this who wants to have upward mobility in this country today, the fastest way up, you have two options. One of them is real estate, which is very cost prohibitive for most people. Okay. The other is Bitcoin. It can allow most people to jump in and move upward in a matter of years. You can actually move up in your socioeconomic status using crypto. And that's coming from Michael Saylor. He's the king of crypto. The guy's invested stupid amounts of money into it and has made stupid amounts of gains. So take that with what you will. All right, guys. You are on Decrypted with Mike Stone, and I'm checking out until the next one. Have a good one.